back here in Haltemba Bay in the area of Guayabitos and Los Ayala, and I'm behind a place called Luz del Mon. It's a big site. It's 30-40 acres running north and south, and there's petroglyphs abound in there. And I'm standing at a spot where right behind me is one of my favorite petroglyphs, and we'll take a look at it. And from this petroglyph we'll go to another petroglyph, which a old Indian told me was a symbol of an eagle. So this is going to be pretty exciting. Okay, follow me and I'll show you. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful piece. Here, I'm going to kneel down in front of it because I'll tell you, I love this spot. There it is. And I want a film in posterity or prosperity, forever anyways, to show you this symbol and to say I was here. I'll tell you, I tried to do one of these at home with a steel chisel, and it is tough. And this is deep grooved. It's a deep groove over here. So at that time they made them stone on stone, hard stone on softer stone. This is the soft stone, the hard stone. And I'll tell you, this took a lot of work. It's not easy to do. I tried to mimic it and it was really tough. But anyways, let's go over to the rock and we'll take a look at it, and we'll take a look at the eagle. It's a old Indian told me it was a symbol of an eagle. Okay, so anyways, here we go. Well, okay, I passed it. Okay, John's gonna come around. Okay, be careful. There's a snake skin here. Holy Moses, I'll tell you, this is a land of discovery. Okay, don't lose it, John. Let me show you. You see this? There are snakes here. My friend and I ate a boa constrictor once, and I'm not joking. It was about a 15-footer. This looks like a rattlesnake skin. So anyways, you have to be careful in this area. Be careful of the sun, be careful of snakes. This is why I always use a walking stick, to balance myself and to hit the grass to warn animals and reptiles that I'm coming. And it's worked so far, but there you have it. This here looks like about a 2.5-foot snake. Very interesting. You want to eat it, John?
No, thanks.
No, thanks. Okay. So anyways, let's go up here. And this is the Eagle Rock. Right over here, which is very interesting, right at the corner of this rock is a spiral. But anyways, let's go here. Okay, let's go here. John, if you can you get it right here? This is the eagle. I'm going to get into the picture. And right here, there's a spiral here, and there's a spiral here, and there's a spiral there. And they're kind of interconnected to down here. Now, I didn't know what this symbol was a long time ago, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to duck under the camera. Okay. Again, this is the head. These are the wings right here, and this is the body. And how do I know it's an eagle? Well, an old Huichol Indian took a look at it, and he says, that's our symbol of an eagle. And after he told me that, I actually have seen what they call bolsas. Huichol have these woolen or linen bags, shoulder bags, instead of wallets. And I've seen this symbol there. It's a beautiful piece of art. But interesting, right above, and I'll use my stick, right here is another petroglyph. And it almost looks like crocodile skin, And I'm not sure if it's a symbol of a shield, a fish, an alligator, a reptile. But it's a very interesting rock. But anyways, I'm going to ask John to pan around over here and climb up ahead, and you'll understand why this place is here. I've mentioned in a lot of my videos that you'll find areas of sacrifice or worship in these places where there's a grand vista. An open-air church is what I would call it. So the people 2,000 years ago were no different than they are today. This is where a lot of our crosses are. They're on hills. But anyways, if you take a look directly to my left, you can see Haltemba Bay. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. Now, I'm really grateful that John hasn't fallen down yet, but oh my goodness, look at this, John. Look, a spiral. A very crude spiral. You can see it right here. I tell you, today it's perfect. It's perfect. The lighting is, there's a cloud cover. There's cloud cover. Here's the spiral right here. Okay? All right, can you pan up? There it is. There's Haltemba Bay. Now this whole field, okay, is covered with petroglyphs. And what we're going to do is we're going to take you to a couple. And every time we come here, we find something new. So I'm going to jump across this rock, and we'll show you some of our discoveries. Isn't this great? Let me show you. Now, I've been here a dozen times, and I didn't see this the last time I was here. But I love these symbols. You find them everywhere. Here's the comet, or the spiral. You can see as the spiral winds out, here's a tail. And these are the tails right here. I think they're symbols of comets and falling stars. What do you think? Huh? And, you know, this is a beautiful rock, okay? There's all kinds of symbols on here. And we'll take a film. There's several spirals, okay? I mean, the spirals abound over here. Okay. As John comes across, here's a spiral right here. Here's another spiral here. Then, right here, there's a symbol. It looks like there's a body here with, you know, this might be actually an eagle symbol also. Here's the head, here's the body, and here's these two circular areas here. Yeah, very interesting. And right over here, it's another symbol of a spiral. It's very old, but you can see it. And they're just everywhere. Now what we're going to do is, I'm going to go behind John, and this is a real treat, folks, okay? What I'm going to show you is the Sacrificial Stone. The Tokoknine, the translation, I mean, that is throat cutters or cutters of throat. And in warfare, they would take sacrifice, slaves or captured warriors, and they would slit their throats, okay? So what I'm going to do is go here. All right. This is the rock right over here. Okay. Now this Sacrificial Stone has been depicted in other, I guess, drawings. Let's just call them drawings that we know of. But anyways, the way the shape of the stone is, look at this. Right here. It's angled where the bottom of the feet come right here. And as you lay back, okay, watch me, I'm going to lay back down here. My head will hang right up over the stone at a perfect angle, and if you can cut it. But John, do you have any knives on you? He's reaching. Anyways, here you go. There you go. It's right at the base of my shoulder. Can you come around to the side, John? And we'll show people. I love this walking stick. You always need one in these areas. But anyways, here you go. Okay, let me go up a little bit here. All right. There it is. See, my head is right over. They would hold their hands, okay, and they would slit the throat. And if you can see how my feet are, oh, be wary of cameramen. You've got to be nice to them. So there we have it. Oh yeah. Oh, it feels great, by the way, but I'm tired. Okay, but anyways, there we go. You see the slope and the angle is perfect. It's perfect. Okay, I'll just give you an idea of the size of the stone. By the way, this is my my walking stick here, and let me show you this little symbol. I put this little spiral there, and I got this walking stick in Alta Vista, and it has magical powers. It's protected me from snakes, banditos, and scrapes and falls. But here's how you have, when you go out in these areas, you need a walking stick, all right? This is a little too short. I like it a little higher. When you're going uphill or when you're going downhill, you use it to steady yourself. A couple of times that I didn't have a walking stick in this area, I fell down. So, well, anyways, we're back. You know, 3 seconds after we turned the camera off, we found another really interesting petroglyph. By the way, I'm going to show you the old geezer, John the cameraman. Powell River, British Columbia. Somebody said he looks like Bill Clinton, and this lady with a blue dress ran up to him, and boy, I ran away after I heard that, you know. So anyways, let me show you right over here. Right over here, this here is a spiral, okay? What's interesting about this is right next to it is another circle, but the difference with this circle is, let me show you over here. Here's your circle, and then right over here, you've got lines coming out and lines coming out over here, you know? So it's got a dual tail in there. A very interesting piece. So anyways, I'll pan back. Here's the spiral, and then right next to the spiral is that double-winged spiral. And we'll pan back out there. There's John, and I'll tell you what. Every time we turn around, we find a spiral.
Rock over here.
we're going to go, I'll call this rock the Chalice Rock, and you'll see why. It's got several spirals on it, and then it's got an area that's cut out, which to me reminds me of a chalice. And then it has some channels cut into it, going into a rectangular box type design. So anyways, it's behind me, and let John pan in and show you the spiral, and I'll explain to you what I found. Okay, here you go. It's a beautiful rock, beautiful color, very old, oxidized. You can see the spiral right here. This is the spiral. Very nice. And to the left of this spiral, what we'll do is we'll pan out and we'll show you the chalice, okay? And right here is what I call the chalice, okay? Very interesting, very interesting. From this chalice, you'll see these marks over here, okay? So, water, sacrifice, offerings in a liquid form flowed out of here. And what's interesting, these channels go into this box type design right here, if you can see the outline. Box type design, and within the boxes there's these other channels. So anyways, there's the chalice, there's the striations or styrations coming down to this area here. You know, what did it mean? What did it mean? Again, I think this was an offering stone. Okay, I think maybe blood, the Coke-9 Indian blood was put here, sacrifice from a warrior, flowed down here as an offering to Mother Earth. You see, all these ritual sacrifices were to the gods of, you know, productivity for the people. You know, the society here was agrarian. This is fertile land, so they were growing food, you know, they were growing food here. So these warrior sacrifices were to the gods of the elements. So very interesting, a beautiful little spot over here, and the oxidization on here is fabulous. Unfortunately, these things are being destroyed. What happens here in the summer or in the springtime is they clear this by burning it. And the heat on these rocks eventually cracks them, and these slabs slide off, and then the art is lost, or the petroglyph is lost. So we're lucky to see this now. You know, these are very old, so we should be happy that we're able to see them. Well, I mean, this is a really sad day. I'm standing at one of the most beautiful petroglyphs I've found here since I've been in Mexico. It's a petroglyph of a head, and in this head, where the eye is a spiral with a sunburst. And it's located right here. It's right over here. We're going to show you a photo of it here. It's right here. But see what this boulder and this boulder right here, they've been moved. This land here is, they're going to build a house here. This is going to be destroyed. I mean, you're looking at art, culture that's thousands of years old that'll be gone like this. And it really is sad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask John to kind of step up and take a look at this beautiful, beautiful petroglyph, which might not be here next year, okay? I hope you can see it. There it is. This is a head over here. This is the top of the head right here. This is the top of the head. Here's the eye. This is the spiral eye with a sunburst. The head comes around and it comes to a nose. Okay, we're coming down. Here's the chin. The back of the head is right here. Right where under the nose, where the mouth would be, is a spiral. This is one of the most beautiful pieces of art that I've seen over here in terms of petroglyphs. And it really saddens me to know that it's vastly changed since the time I was here last. And it's in utter danger of being destroyed. By the way, right over here is a spiral right here. Okay, and another spiral right here. I'm going to step down, okay? And I'm going to have John show you. See, this area is private property. They're building a house here. You can see how they've cut some of the grass, but this boulder and this boulder have been moved. They're going to take these two boulders, and they're going to get them out of here. They're going to hack them down, destroy them, or flip them over, and build a house right up over this area. And I mean, it really is a tragedy. Yeah, we're going to lose this piece. So I feel, well, anyways, I feel lucky that we found it, that I've been here for the last couple of years, and it's because I've been here in the last couple of years that I know that this is in danger of being lost to us. As a matter of fact, there's another site where there was a boulder as big as this one. When I came back 1 year for it, it was gone. I mean, we're talking about a 10-ton boulder. They simply moved, they crushed, they broke it apart to make way for land development. A very, very, very sad day. And this is what's happening to all of these areas. Right here in Nayarit, it's a big land grab now because of this idea of developing this land here for tourism. And it's ironic that in the effort to progress for the culture over here, or financially to progress, the old culture oftentimes gets destroyed. So anyways, beautiful.